Hello guys, this is a review of the movie Soylent Green. This movie is from 1973 and it stars Charlton Heston and Lee Taylor Young. And it also features Edward G. Robinson in his last film appearance. Now, this is a science fiction film set in the year 2022. And like most science fiction movies of the 70s and 80s, this portrays a bleak future where the environment is severely damaged. There's very little food supply. There's overcrowding, and homelessness is rampant. It's really a shitty place to live. I don't know why all these movies from this time period portrayed the future like this, but this is a theme that runs through most 70s and 80s sci-fi films set in the future. The one that comes to mind most to me is Logan's Run, but there's other films with this type of theme like The Road Warrior and so forth. Anyway, as I said, this film is set in 2022 in New York City, and it's really a pretty bleak place to live. It's overcrowded. The environment's been severely damaged, so the food supply is very short. Only the wealthy can afford food like fresh fruits and vegetables and occasionally meat. But most people have to eat this shit called Soylent, which is made by the Soylent Corporation. They never really say what this crap is made out of, but there's different varieties, different colors of it, and it's known by the different colors. And the best of this is supposed to be called Soylent Green. And this is only sold one day a week. It's sold on Tuesdays. So there's long lines and long crowds of people lining up to buy this crap. Now, Charlton Heston plays a detective who's trying to solve a murder. This old guy who is murdered, and he's on the board of the Soylent Corporation. And obviously I can't tell you why he's murdered because that would kind of ruin the plot or ruin the movie for you. But he's murdered, and Charlton Heston looks into this. And Lee Taylor Young plays a woman. I have to explain, the wealthy people, they can live in these luxury apartments, and with these luxury apartments you can also get what's known as a furniture girl. And I'm not making this up. A furniture girl apparently is a combination whore and maid. So like you can fuck her and then the next morning she makes you breakfast. But anyway, this girl lives with this old guy who's murdered, and Charlton Heston looks into the murder. As I say, it's a bleak future. The churches have become homeless shelters. There's homeless people everywhere. When Charlton Heston walks up his stairs to get to his apartment, he has to walk over like 20 or 30 homeless people sleeping on the stairs. And only rich people can afford things like electricity. Charlton Heston runs his electricity, his lights off of a series of, looks like car batteries, and he's got a generator hooked up to like a bicycle, so you have to pedal the generator to charge up the batteries. This is kind of interesting film. It has an interesting look to it. There's no really fancy special effects or anything like that. It's pretty much character and plot driven. The only interesting effect I thought was when people riot because they run out of Soylent Green, they bring in what is known as the scoops. And these are large trucks with scoops on the front, and they literally scoop up the people and then pick them up and throw them in the back of the truck and supposedly take them away somewhere. I don't know if they take them to jail or where they go, but they never really specify that. But Charlton Heston comes to a conclusion about why this man was murdered, and I can't tell you why that is because that will ruin the movie for you, but it is rather interesting. I do recommend the movie. Charlton Heston is a pretty good science fiction actor. He had been previously in Planet of the Apes and The Omega Man. And I do recommend the movie. It's kind of interesting to see someone's portrayal of the future. The ideas behind it and so forth are kind of neat. Some of the visuals. So if you're a fan of 70s or 80s science fiction or you want to start getting into it, I can recommend the movie Soylent Green to you. I got it on Netflix and I was able to watch it from them, and it's probably available to purchase also. So if you're into science fiction from this time period, check it out and I think you'll like it. If you have any questions about my review, feel free to ask them and I'll try to answer them for you. Comment, rate, and subscribe. And again, thanks for watching my videos.